You so black. You so black. When you smile, the stars come out. You so black when you born, the God come out, black is not. Black when it's wrong and black when it's right. Black is pyramids and mathematics. Black is melanized in magic. Black is televised and in need of drastic black advancement. Black enhances, black with chances, black with privilege, black with pride, black on purpose on the black hand side, black and beautiful, black and blessed and highly favored, praise the Lord, black and blessed, black and so much more, black and nothing less, black and educated, black is brilliance. Black is strong, black is resilient, black is song, black is infinite, like hip-hop or space. Black is grace, black is love, black makes babies, black babies grow up, black is tough, black is hard to do. Black is me, black is you. Black is not something we get to choose, but it is something we get to cherish. It's something we get to wear, and we get to rock this with honor. I'm black like my granddaddy and my great-great-great-great-grandma. Black is that lift every voice and sing.
We don't have anything to be ashamed of. Somebody told a lie one day. They couched it in language. They made everything black, ugly, and evil. Look in your dictionary and see the synonyms of the word black. It's always something degrading and low and sinister. Look at the word white. It's always something pure, high, and clean. But I want to get the language right tonight. I want to get the language so right that everybody here will cry out, yes, I'm black, I'm proud of it, I'm black and beautiful.
I love when black people make eye contact with one another when we see white people out in public doing something crazy. It's one of the many beautiful connections we have as black people. I love laughing while black. Don't nobody laugh harder than somebody black. I love that when black people having a game night, we pull out spades. I love that when black people ask, do you know how to play spades? We not asking, do you just know how the game go? We asking, do you play? And if you don't play, go sit over there. I love how dramatic and animated we are when we tell a story. It ain't got to be talking about nothing, but we good at it. Y'all wonder why Tyler Perry movie's so dramatic. He black. I just really love being black.
They try to break our confidence. They try to break our self-love. They make us think that our skin is dirty, our hair is bad, our style is worthless. They make us feel so low of ourselves. They make us think so low of ourselves. They make us dislike each other. They make us fight ourselves. They make us hate ourselves. Right? They planted something in us that make us not to have self-confidence, self-love, even to love one another. But right now, God is rebuilding that love. God is rebuilding that self-confidence. Everything that they think that will not rise again right in front of their eyes. God is rebuilding that love. That black love, God is bringing it back. And it will happen right in front of our eyes. It is happening right now. Okay guys, we watch some videos, and when we come back, we talk more about this. Do not forget to like, share, and also subscribe to my channel to help the channel out.
I'm a black woman. I come from a black woman who came from a black woman who came from a black woman, and I'm gonna give birth to a black woman. We're impeccable. We are impeccable. We're special, and the world is gonna have to deal with that.
You ever notice how early black kids start shrinking? It's not insecurity, it's training. This country has spent centuries teaching us not to take up space, not to believe in ourselves, not to recognize our own brilliance. And we can see what stolen confidence looks like, right? It's the little boy in class who stops raising his hand because somebody laughed at the way that he speaks. It's the little girl already hating her hair by the time she's 6 years old. It's the teenager who dreams small because every adult around them tells them to be realistic. And then you grow up carrying that. Grown men who don't apply for jobs that they deserve. Women who over-apologize before they even speak. Whole communities convinced that survival is the ceiling because confidence was snatched out of us before we even got a chance to practice it. And don't let anybody tell you that's by accident. This country has always tried to break our confidence first. Enslaved people were whipped for learning how to read, because reading builds confidence. Jim Crow wasn't just about laws. It was about forcing you to look down, to step off the sidewalk, to call a white boy sir. That's about shrinking. So if we fast forward, schools erase our history. So you never know the giants you come from. Workplaces call you aggressive for being assertive, but leadership material when a white man does the same thing. Police pull you over, guns drawn, just to remind you who's supposed to feel small here. Confidence has always been dangerous to them, because confidence makes you unstoppable. But here's the flip side, because when you know who you are, everything changes. A kid who grows up hearing the real stories, that Harriet Tubman outsmarted an entire system, that George Jackson turned a prison cell into a classroom, that Black women built movements with no recognition. They walk different. They stop asking for permission. They stop trying to fit in boxes that were never meant for us. They know their worth. And once you know your worth, nobody can unteach that. Nobody. So let me be clear. A Black child without confidence, this world will eat them alive. A Black child with confidence, that's a revolution walking. And that's why I'm going to keep saying it until I have no more breath in my body. Never let anyone tell you who you are. Ever. Because the minute you start believing their lies, they've already won. So the real question isn't whether our kids can be confident. The real question is, are we doing enough to make sure that they know exactly who the hell they are?
Soul Sisters, why is being Black something we feel like we have to diminish? I'm Dr. Cook, a Soul Direct Primary Care, and we're the sacred space of Black women's health and wellness. And today I just did a health fair, and it was wonderful. You know, we talked about all these different business vendors, and I was speaking, and the moderator was like, I want to introduce you. So I want to say, do you take care of women of color? And I was like, my mission is quite clear. We are the sacred space for Black women's health and wellness. And granted, as a Black woman, yes, I'm part of women of color, but I feel like it was a way to soften the Blackness. Like, being Black is okay, and I'm very proud of that. And I feel like so often we are pushed into diminishing our Black status, not leading with that, not being okay with embracing it. And I was like, no, sister, we are focused on Black women. Now, do I discriminate? Absolutely not. I've got Asian women, white women, even white men who belong to my practice, but they know what it is. They know what we stand for, and that's okay. So it just reminds me every day that I have to fiercely protect a space for Black women, because even in our own communities, we're so quick to diminish it.
The best gift my parents ever gave me was home education on Black history, not leaving it up to the school system, and cultivating a deep love of being Black. My parents always told me Black was beautiful. The confidence that I have in my Blackness, the love that I have in my Blackness, the faith and love that I have in my people is directly attributed to my parents. And I remember when I was a high school teacher, and the first school that I went to teach at was in Pasadena, Maryland. And I drove up to that school for an interview with my locks down past my shoulders. And I saw nothing but pickup trucks with Confederate flags. And I interviewed with a Black assistant principal, and she said, I know what you're seeing. I know what it looks like, but our Black students need you here. They need that representation. And I'm not gonna lie, I was desperate for a job at the time. I was in my mid-20s. I needed a teaching gig. My first week there, a young man wrote on one of his English notebooks, "The South will rise again." And I remember teaching To Kill a Mockingbird, and we talked about Jim Crow, and there were so many students in my class that did not know anything about Jim Crow. Black students, which broke my heart. I was like, what the hell are they teaching y'all here? What are your parents teaching you? Didn't know anything about Jim Crow. But I didn't realize what my parents were doing when they took me to any Black exhibit at the Smithsonian. When my mother bought me, you know, the autobiographies of Maya Angelou and had me read Kaffir Boy and Roots, when they told me the stories of the discrimination they had to overcome growing up. We need to get back to that. If you are a Black parent, we need to get back to that, because why do you think they're trying to block critical race theory from these schools? They don't want us to have the confidence. They don't want us to have the knowledge. They don't want us to have the awareness. I remember in middle school, I was in a magnet program for highly gifted students, and somehow we were talking about the civil rights, and I brought up the Black Panthers because my parents taught me about that. My mother said the Black Panthers made sure that she was fed when she was a kid. I remember white students saying, "Oh, they're racist. They were dangerous. They were." I said, no, they weren't." Schooled everybody. We have to plant the seeds in our children, because look at the direction that this country is going. And to be Black in this country is to fight every day the messaging telling you that you're not good enough, to keep us oppressed. And if there's one thing that I'm confident about in this world, is my Blackness. So I have to thank my mom and dad. Thank you for instilling that in me.
It has been for me, sister.
Yeah.
Very difficult for me to try to teach salvation to a group of Black women who hate the hair on top of their own head, and who thinks that their beauty, their self-esteem is so low, we believe that our beauty requires us to glue somebody else's hair on our head or sew it on our head, and to pick up an image that has been represented to us as beautiful. And even though we don't ever like to admit it, the only image we've ever had of beauty was the white woman. And it's even worse for our little daughters and granddaughters, because we're giving them that same false value, that the only way that a Black woman can be beautiful is this.
Hi guys, welcome back. You see, today, what is confusing the white folks today is because the Black community are healing. There's a new vibration in the Black community. We are loving ourselves now instead of being in competition. We're greeting ourselves with love instead of hating ourselves. We need to love ourselves more instead of fighting ourselves. Black community is rising now. And you know that a nation built with love cannot be destroyed. I am Black and I love being Black. If you are Black and proud. Keep being who you are. Your hair is beautiful. Your skin is beautiful. Your style is amazing. I love your confidence. Something I love about Black people is their confidence. I like their confidence. Black confidence is a remembrance. I want you to know that you are special. As a Black person, you are special. That we are one. We are one skin. We are one hair. We are one culture. We are one ancestor. Okay guys, thank you for watching my video. I will see you in my next video. And comment your thoughts below. And also subscribe to my channel to keep the channel